Hi there, and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now, this reading is for the sign of Aquarius for the 17th of December 2018. Now, it's a general reading, so it may not suit everyone, but hopefully, there's a message in here that's just for you. Enjoy. Okay, hi there. Now, this has been a wait for you, and I do apologise. And again, I have tried to get this reading out for you a few times and it's just not worked. So this is a fresh reading that I've done for you. But the thing is, in that in doing these readings, I do keep a note of the cards that have popped out for you. And in looking at this fresh reading, there are some similarities that have came out. And let me just quickly go through them before I start on your reading. Now, the similarities that we had were the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, and that's about, being insincere and giving a false impression or trying to keep up with what others have. You feel that everybody else has this perfect life and you're trying to keep up with it, but it's a false impression. And the next card that is comparable is this card here, the Six of Cups. Because I think there is an affection there, even though, you appear to be giving off a false impression. But I think the root of your relationship is a pure one, that there is unconditional affection, there is love there is a kindness and generosity between you. And then moving on to the next card that was in the past reading is the High Priestess in reverse. Now, although all of these feelings about this person, they may have been in the past because new things are coming to light that makes you know and understand this person a little bit more, and it could be taking the shine off of the happy memories that you had. And the last card that was in the past reading is the Hermit card. And it could be that, through time, this relationship has possibly become a little bit tarnished. And, it's caused you to pull back a little bit. For you to take time to think about what you want, about what your future plans are going to be. And it could be that you don't want to share those feelings. You want to take time and figure out what you want to do before you make decisions. Okay, so that is the similarities that were there. So let's go on to this reading now. This is a fresh reading, one that I've done today, and these three cards here are the ones that were at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to use this as an indicator for this reading. So this card here is about overindulgence, about doing something too much. And it's also something that you're not happy about, because all these cups may be empty, because of the unhappiness, but this is also the Cup card, which is a symbol of love, symbol of affection. So it could be that, whatever is happening here with this person that you love is just been too much, and it's something that you're not happy with. And it could be that, and moving on to the next card, which is the Five of Swords in reverse, that are things being said, to maybe win points against this person because of the things that are being done. Is that maybe the dissatisfaction that's here in this love relationship? And it's not victories that, you find maybe very pleasurable, because it's a stressful time. And then moving on to the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, that, this is something that is affecting your family life, affecting the pleasure within your domestic situation. And, it could be that you are overindulging and it's maybe putting you into a little bit of debt. But I think that the overall gist of this relationship is that, there's something that is in crisis. Something that, you're giving the impression that it's wonderful, but underneath, there's a lot of things going on that may not be as wonderful as the view that you're putting out. Let's move these cards over. Okay. Now, we have the Six of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Now, there's a situation that is quite stormy. You're not seeing eye to eye. You don't have the same plan. There's a lot of things also being said that are quite hurtful. And even though you move away from the rocky situation that you have between you, and you move into calmer waters, that things settle down a little bit, the things that have been said are still with you. And this person is maybe something that you have, are you married to this person? Are you engaged to this person? Because this is something that you've celebrated publicly. And even though, you're going through difficult times, you're still putting out this public persona. But there's a lot of things going on underneath. There's a lot of energy and awkward situations happening. You're trying to keep yourself above water. And that is something that, it causes a lot of stress. It causes a lot of anguish and anxiety. Troubles that aren't easily forgotten. Now let's move on to the next three cards. We have the Fool card, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Swords. Now, could it be that because of all these problems that you're really wanting to make a fresh start? You're just wanting to cut loose and do things spontaneously that makes you happy. You know, maybe go on an adventure. I can't get my words to come out here properly. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. Um, but the thing is that, you know, you're painting a pretty picture of what you want, but could it be that it's an idealistic one? Because, and moving on to the next card, are you maybe building a vision of what you want on sandy ground? You know, are you building a picture of a future that is just not going to work? And it could be that, you know, the cracks are showing in this relationship, that maybe you're both not putting in the amount of energy that you had been or should be doing. And is that maybe why you're looking for a little bit of freedom? Because it's a difficult situation. It's crumbling about your eyes, about your eyes. It's crumbling, let's just say. And you're arguing with yourself because you're trying to make a decision, possibly about whether you stay or whether you go. But the thing is that there is affection for this person here. But there's also this anguish, and you know, you're feeling that maybe at the moment you're feeling a little bit incompatible because your different views are clashing. So you're arguing with yourself about what the future is, possibly. Your head and heart are fighting. Now let's move down to the next three cards. We have the Knight of Wands, we have the Six of Cups, and the High Priestess in reverse. But the thing is that even though that your head and your heart are having difficulties in going down the same path, you have great passion for this person. You know, this is someone that you would go through fire for, you know, and nothing would stop you getting to them. Because there is an affection there that has possibly been going on for such a long time. You know, this could be a long-term relationship. And in looking back at this relationship, you know, there was such a great amount of kindness and generosity between you. You know, and so many happy memories that go back long term. But the thing is that a lot of things have came to light. A lot of secrets that you didn't know in these times in the past that are happening now. And it could be that the plans that this person has for the future are now being revealed to you. And that, you know, maybe that's what this conflict is because you don't agree with these plans. Is that why you're having to, you know, kick really hard to keep your head above water in this relationship? Now let's move on to the next three cards, and we have the Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Hermit card. Now this whole situation is making you very unhappy. It's making you not want to be around people because you're very dissatisfied with the situation that's going on in your life. And it's making you feel a little bit low. And you know, you're thinking about the past. You're thinking about everything that's been going on, and it could be that you're very possessive of these wonderful memories. And you do feel affection and love for this person, and you're trying so hard to hold on to it. You don't want to let it go, even though you are unhappy. And, it could be that you do take time away. You do take time out. And you give yourself some time just to think. Think about what you want. Think about what, this person's plans are. And whether they match your own. Because that's what you base the decision on. And, you use your knowledge and your wisdom about life to make these decisions. Think long and hard before anything happens, because there is great love there. May not be ideal, may not be, what you thought, and it may be crumbling a little bit, this idealistic view of what this relationship was. But the passion and the love is still there, even through all of the difficulties. So think about what you want in your life. Okay, let's take these 3 cards back. And we had the 9 of Cups in reverse, the 5 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles, and they're all in reverse. So, yes, it looks as though the love is falling away and you're very dissatisfied with the situation at the minute, and it could be that you're overindulging because of this. And it could be that, your overindulgence is in the things that are being said, and they're not giving the best impression. It's not a victory that you really want, because, it could be that it's the argument, the lack of energy into trying to fix things. Instead, you're just taking shots at each other. And, it's not the relationship that you're presenting to other people. You're presenting possibly the idealistic, happy, fun-loving, affectionate home. But, that there could be so many problems in your connection, in your relationship, that, this is a false impression at the moment. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, because I think this is a pretty conflicted reading, because there is love there, but you're fed up with the way things are going. So I think the only thing that I can suggest is to take time, think carefully about what you want and how you want to rectify the situation. Because there is love there, even though it's, maybe fighting with your head a little bit. All right, I hope that there is a message in here that has went out to people in this situation, and that it has been helpful for you. And I do apologise for the lateness of this reading, but there is certain comparisons that can be had from the previous reading. And I must admit, the previous reading was similar but not quite the same. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to stop blethering, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.